just thought I'd come on while I'm having a cup of tea because I've not been long in from work and I am tired because my job is a physical job. But I thought I'd come on for a chat. Hang on 1 minute. Just let me... Oh, we've got a new door. I like this door. It's quite nice, actually. But I'll give time for a bit. I can really see my grey hairs. You see it all coming in. Oh, yay. The silver streaks, silver lining. But yes, I had a few things that I wrote down at work when I was walking around, so I'd remember them, and I haven't remembered them. I think I've remembered a few. Hi, the Book of Revel. Oh my God. And it's just a little chat I want to get out of the way. It's nothing big because I'm going to do a longer chat at some point on why I'm a space cadet and why you may be a space cadet. And I was having a bit of a laugh with that, but that's another chat for another day. That I put on my community page. Hi, RJJ. That's platinum, surely. Well, you could call it platinum because it is really white against my dark hair. But yeah, it's all coming in. It's all coming in round here. Round here. My fella's going, what? You're going to start dyeing it? Hi, Lois. You're going to start dyeing it grey? Well, I don't need to dye it grey because silver, platinum, whatever you want to call it, white, because my nana's went pure white and it was beautiful when it went. It went salt and pepper and then it went white. And my mum's is really white now, like pure white, but yeah, it's coming in more and more. It's probably this whole thing with the awakening, you know, the truth you find out, eh? But you know, and that's what I want to talk about in a sense. I don't even know what I've put on my title. Be wise. Be wise. That's what the title is. I'm gonna peel an orange because I love these oranges with the actual stalks on and everything. I've got a few cards because I pull a few cards, but it is basically a little chat and seeing if anyone's feeling the same way now. Today, if anyone comes in chat, just let them know that I'm on one, you know, on a roll, and I might not say hi. We've got 6 and 6 in there. Today at work, on the way to work, because I get up early, so it's beautiful to see the skies in the morning. That's how I can tell. Now we've got 7-7. Now I can tell the difference with the energy and stuff like that, the way I was feeling, the way people at work are really getting on, and the skies, everything. But today just felt really good, and then I forgot it's like the 17th today, so you know, Mad March. It's the 17th, good number for me anyway, which I see all the time, and it's another good number for other things. Yeah, cards, love it. But also, I don't know if anyone got this today, but with a lot of things coming in with energies, if you understand about, you know, energy, you get ringing in the ears. Some people say it's tetanus or tight, whatever you call it. It's not. It's frequencies. This is what I believe. And I want to say to everybody, not everybody who's been watching me for a while, but anybody new, because I've seen a few faces come over, and a comment that went up the other day that I'm going to bring up because I found it very ridiculous. But when I come on talk on YouTube, I talk about what I'm seeing and feeling, my experiences. You may be having the same, you may not. That doesn't mean it's fake or it's not real, because you can have similar experiences near enough the same to other people, and you may not have. Either way doesn't mean something's not happening. I just share what I'm feeling, seeing and thinking, and what my beliefs are now. They could change. There's a few things that have, there's a lot of things that haven't. That's okay, we've got 8 in there. And I'm just sharing it. People who don't like it can go elsewhere, but this is just to share, to see what others, if you're coming across the same thing. But today I'm like, oh God, it feels really exciting. Like the energy feels really exciting. It feels a lot lighter. I've been saying this for ages, a lot of us have. Because this isn't just me saying this. Brighter, even though there's a load of shit going on in the world right now, you know, out there. We all know that, but I would say when there's a lot of shit going on out there, it means something different is happening behind the scenes, and as we know. So when it can be perceived as bad, to me it's good, and vice versa. But anyway, I'm at work, I'm walking to work. I'm like, oh, I feel really excited. I'm getting tingles in my fingers now. Really excited. The energy feels shifted again. We are coming up to a full moon tomorrow, and it's a full moon. I believe it's a worm moon. Sorry, I'm tired from work, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Just remind me. March Madness. Oh God, it definitely is a thing. Yes, it is, Angel A. So I'm walking around at work doing my thing, and I'm thinking about things, and I'm writing things down because Lois in chat sent me a picture of when she was a little girl. If I had the phone, I'd show you. I don't mean when she was a little girl, but the elephant. She showed me a picture of the elephant, if you remember me saying about the elephant the other day. But what I also got in, like, the day after, whatever it was, if you, an elephant has a lot to do with family. You know, family bonds, because they do stay together as a family. And all sort of that sort of trusting and family bonds with the elephant energy. So that was quite nice to think about. And because I said pink as well, you could say, you know, pink, we think of love and things like that. Which is, you know, we've got this love energy and not the fear energy in. And you could say unity with the elephant, family, you know, bonds, strength. An elephant is a strong animal, but it's also, you know, a kind and gentle animal, you could say, in a sense. A bit like what's going on in the world is we don't need to force our sort of strength as in violence at people, because an elephant can do damage. It's a big animal, and we can do it gently. But yeah, that unity that's going on around the world. I have an elephant statue. Yeah, I've got an elephant one in, I think it's in the other room. It's been in the background sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, I'm at work, and the next minute was saying about frequencies. The ear ringing started, and I don't remember hearing it for a while, but today I had to stand still. I thought, if anyone's looking at me now thinking what she's doing that, because every time it happens I always stop and listen, and then as soon as it goes I just carry on again. I don't think anything, but it was a different frequency this time. It was, I can't explain it, it was louder, it was a different tone to what I normally hear, and I can't really explain it, because normally it's a bit like a mosquito. If you've had a mosquito, then it's like, it's like very high pitched. This was different. So that again was telling me personally, doesn't matter if no one believes it, me personally in my realm of consciousness, that, oh my God, the energy is proper, it's changing up, you can feel it, and it was stronger to me. That's signifying, you know, the light that's coming in, the energy that's coming in is a lot stronger. It's being able to come in because things are less denser. You know, people are finding out certain truths. And by the way, on my community page, Lois did put a little video together today with a few Q drops. It was only a tiny one, but it was really, really good. It's on Instagram, so if you see the link, it's just an Instagram little video. Hi, Cosmic Heartbeat, and Indigo Heart is in the house as well. So I don't know if anybody wants to let me know if you've had any ear ringing this week, and did it sound different to how it normally sounds, because to me it was a lot stronger, louder, just stronger. I can't even explain how it sounded, but it wasn't one I've heard before. So I don't know if anybody in chat has or has after. Yes, it's a lot more powerful. Yeah. Maybe you've not noticed. Sometimes we get distracted, or maybe people in the chat after might comment who see this later. So there was that. I was writing a few things down on a piece of paper, because if things come in my head I write it down so I'll remember after, because that's what taking notes is all about. But that's for another chat that I'm going to put together. Sorry, just finishing the washing up. But my boyfriend as well has just gone to the gym, so I thought I'd just come and do this before we have tea together. But oh yeah, hang on a minute. Finn, funny. I've got to show you these before I carry on. Hi, Mr. B714. Now, Finn is really good at making models of things, and he's only just turned 7, but this morning he was making things before he went to school. Now, I think this is a cat or a dog playing with the ball coming out of a present or something. He's made this little keyring. This one's a bit squashed, but I don't know if you saw his SpongeBob. He's even got the tail on the back. And then he made this because he loves rainbows. So, I mean, the energy of children. A rainbow. And then this is the one that caught my eye because I think of the little froggy thing, if you know what I'm talking about. I can't remember what it's called now. No, I can't remember. Anyway, this was hilarious. I love this because it'll probably break because the legs are thin. Hi, Vicky. The arms are crossed. This is hilarious. It's the face. This frog. Look at the hands, how they're crossed at the front. He's done it like so it's sat up, but don't know, like it's sat up and seeing the little hands crossed at the front if I can keep it still. It's been in the oven. Look at that face. I'm having that as a keyring. That face. The cheeks, the eyeballs, the froggy eyeballs, the little hands that he's crossed over. He's really good with hands. He just sits there and does it, you know, does the whole back and everything. We said, you need to have your own YouTube channel, just making your own little things. He's ace. Don't know if it's in focus, but I thought that was really cute, really funny, really sweet. So I just thought I'd come and show you that because I just got them out the oven before. Before I do my cards, because I'm not going to be on for long. This isn't really a chat for anyone in chat because most of you in chat will know this. This is for people who come across other people's channels. It might be people in the chat because you might go and do this. I don't know. I doubt it. But it was just, I got a bit triggered the other day, so I just want to talk about it. But it's not in a bad way. It's just, and I had to delete the comments because they were absolutely ridiculous and made no sense. So this is for anybody out there, people that are not normally on my channel, anyone new coming across, anyone who likes to come and troll or anything like that. This is just a message of like, it's ridiculous. Wise up and be wise because many people are going to look very, very silly. The other day when I did a video and I was doing the tarots and we were talking about different things, and it's when I said about the girl with the elephant, blah, 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 blah. And somebody, not from my channel, obviously. Hi, Starlight of the Divine. Hi, RJJ. Did I say that before, didn't I? Anyway, I'm not going to get distracted by chat, so if anyone new comes in, moderators, let them know I'm just, you know, talking. So, this person came in, sounded like from other sides of places, and decided to start, you can tell when someone in a text is screaming and shouting. Thank you. And they were, I don't mean they were shouting, but I could sense that's what that voice was. It was like they were screaming and shouting about, I'd read the texts out, honestly, but I deleted them. We got 17 in now, funnily enough. My number on the 17th. And they were screaming about child rape and child trafficking. And I thought, this person obviously doesn't know my channel because we're against all that. That's what the whole movement of the awakening is actually about, the children. And they were putting all these things in and it was just really rude, really ridiculous because it was a bit like, not ridiculous in a sense, but a bit like when you first wake up, I've done it a few years back. You look into things and you start going on the journey of awakening and you come across a lot of stuff, as we all know. When you follow the rabbit down the rabbit holes from everything. There's many so-called conspiracies, but you will go down what shape the earth is, numbers, Tartaria, everything, literally anything you can think of. But the funny one that gets me all the time, and this is why I'm drinking out this cup, just to trigger some people. It says witches brew, brewed in hell. There's a witchy laugh. Having a joke because authentic witchy brew. Because when you go down certain rabbit holes, you'll learn about certain things like spirit cooking and I can't even remember what it's called. Like, you know, blood sacrifices and blood rituals and blood whatever that the occult do. Now you've got to remember, there's two sides of an occult. There's the light and the dark, because there's a light and dark in everything. And what people seem to forget is the world we live in, what people class as normal, what's going on in the world right now with all the wars and everything, that's one big cult. And the wars are a blood ritual, if you get what I'm saying. So the people who think they're not in a cult, you're in a cult because you're in the so-called normal society thing that goes on with, you know, how we're ruled. That is one big cult that's been going on for time. So yeah, big newsflash to some people there. But I'm not saying even that's wrong. Some people, you know, we go through this awakening, yeah, topsy-turvy world, and people start getting paranoid because you'll go through certain things and you'll see certain people, like some celebrities, it's not all celebrities, some this, some that, who you'll find out that are maybe from an occult, a secret society, class themselves as a witch, whatever, a bit like, I can never say her name. And this is, I hope that person's watching that, commented on my channel. A Brahma, I call her a Brahma bitch, so I can't really, a Brahma bitch, the witch. I can't remember what her name is. The one who does the spirit cooking, you know, the artist. She ain't with Jay-Z. We all know what they are. We all know what he is. We all know what, you know, what she is. She's a dark witch. She is a dark witch. That is not art. Now, I don't think this person knows that I know, because you have to be awakened to something if you know about a lot of the child trafficking, and this person's screaming out about it. So I said to this person, if you don't know my channel, you know, you sort of basically need to shut up, because you obviously haven't, you obviously don't know what my channel's about. If you knew what my channel was about and you've seen me from the beginning and stuff that I've talked about, stuff that's got taken down, you'll know I'm against all that, and the actual Q movement is against all that and is always been about the children. And a lot of people out there don't get it because they think, oh, I can't even explain it, they don't get it. So yeah, Abramovich, Marina Abramovich, I can't say her name properly, but I know a lot, and thank you, in chat know what I'm talking about. So this person, I don't know if this person got triggered because I'd put spirit tea and did tarot readings. Spirit tea means to me, if I use that title, I changed it to tarot and tea. It just means spirit, the spirit realm, the energy, the spirit realm. So we're having, you know, spiritual spirit, we're having spirit tea, because I was doing the tarot. So I don't know if that's what triggered the person, because then when people come across certain truths, they think every person who calls themselves a bit witchy, a witch, or this, that, and the other, or they're doing certain things like the tarot or something classed as a cult, all that means is hidden knowledge. Some knowledge had to be hidden because you don't want the bad guys to get it, but it's not like they don't know. They know about energy and all this other stuff that a lot of us know about as well, but they didn't want it out to the masses. They learned their stuff, but it's how you use it. It's all to do with intent. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but yeah, this person proceeded to say, I said, you know, if you don't know my channel, then you wouldn't know that I'm against all that. So this person then proceeded to say, oh, so you think, what was it, gang rape and child trafficking is funny? I was like, why do these people never make sense? But this is the thing, how it goes, where people get paranoid. They think that everybody's bad. Everybody, they have no trust. They think that everyone, like I said, does tarot or has mentioned that this, they're a little bit this, they're a little bit into that. They think are from that side, and they think they're evil, and they're doing rituals on kids and stuff like that. And it's like, you really need to wise up, because you sound foolish. You sound foolish. People like that do not look into the occult stuff as in, you know, it's hidden knowledge of knowledge. It doesn't mean everything's bad. A ritual is something you do every day. Do you have a cup of tea in the morning every day, and then do you go and brush your hair, and then do you do your makeup? Or, you know, guys, what's your ritual every day? You know what I mean? A ritual is something you do, like brushing your teeth every morning. It's something you repeat. The difference is with their rituals is the sacrifices, the blood rituals, the sacrifices. Do you know what I mean? So if I went and said, oh, I'm doing my moon ritual tomorrow, that might be something like, because it's a worm, I'm going to say it, a worm moon tomorrow, it's a full moon, that might be me burning some sage to clear the energy, the negativity, and putting my intentions out and writing something down that I want for me because it's about my journey and my goals and things that I want to put out to the universe under a full moon, maybe at night time under the stars, because there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. And the moon is there to illuminate what is hidden. But the other side, let's say the dark side, people say don't take sides. Well, yeah, there is a dark side. There's a dark and a light side, and people want to, each to their own, be dark. You want to do dark things, that's fine, but that's not what I do. You know, what we've learned, what they do is not very nice. It is stuff out of nightmares and these horror films that go on. Do you know what I mean? So again, people need to wise up. You don't go shouting on someone's channel you know nothing about. I've probably never done any research because this is the problem with these people. It's the same with the Q haters and the Trump haters. They do no research. They only go off what maybe someone else was saying on YouTube because they like them. So how could that, you know what I mean? So it was just to say to that person, basically, is it's ridiculous. Wise up. You don't go shouting on other people's channels. Most people who do that way are all looking for attention. And I did go and have a sneaky peek, and yeah, they were doing something on child trafficking, but you're going after the wrong people. You've actually going off at the people who are against it, you know. And that's what made me laugh at the same time, because I thought, these people, it's just like they're sleeping at the minute. I don't know what to say. They'll want stuff off you and they'll say, oh, give me the information, but they won't go and research themselves for that information because they're too lazy. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, because have you heard of the conspiracy of silence? So, like I said, people get paranoid, you know. They'll see a number and everything's bad. Well, the numbers were all our numbers. They took them and turned them upside down, as we all know. You know, if something's shown as it was a witch who was bad, then everybody who's saying they're a witch or this, that and the other are bad. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. You know? It's in everything. And I've laughed because I've done it in the past where you think, you know, you've got a bit paranoid about something. Like, oh my God, you know, that person says that. But that's how people get. But then some people get overly paranoid where they don't trust nothing. And everything's bad and everything's this and everything's that. And that will ruin your life if you're going to get paranoid about absolutely everything. But before you start screaming out about people, you need to do research. Because like I said, be wise. Because in these times what are coming up, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to look very foolish. Very, very foolish. It's not a bad thing. It's just knowing about certain stuff. You know, do your research. That's why the whole thing I've been researching over quite a few years. You have to go and research that yourself. You can't just go off what someone's saying, you know. You go off and do that research, hopefully. But yeah, like I said, to them sort of people that come over and do that, it's absolute ridiculous. And you can tell their energy that they're in fear, because it felt like a very screamy energy, a bit like you are when you first wake up. So maybe it's someone who's recently woke up and thinks, I don't know, you know, like, don't know about all that's going on. But like I said, mistaken again, because you've not gone back and seen anything that I've been talking about, you know, and screaming out about somebody like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Paranoia, self-destroyer is paranoia is self-destroyer is a song. Exactly. The real witches of Earth were murdered because they knew how to use herbs, plant medicines to heal them. Exactly. And I've always said that. If you're new to my channel, or, you know, I've had Witchy Wednesdays and I've talked about that stuff before. They're about Earth. You can be a witch or into witchcraft. Witchcraft doesn't mean it's a craft. You know, witchcraft, you know, you're making things, you're making spells, intentions, or you could be making crafty things like I do, jewellery with good intentions on. I've got my little moon moths in today, my moon moths, and this is a moonstone gem earring. And it's like, you know, people actually do, they didn't go around burning witches at the stake and drowning them because they were evil. They did it because they helped people to heal. And there were probably women, when they got to a certain age, as they get older, they weren't bringing up the children anymore, so they went and did, you know, healing and help people. But sometimes if something went wrong, you can't always heal. You know, it depends with the person as well. Or maybe that person passed away with old age, you know, oh, she's a witch, she killed him, this, that, and the other. It's like, no, you know, because they were using nature, to help with all sorts of things as well. 100% Mother Nature out to eradicate her. Yeah, and it was a feminine thing as well. So, you know, they had to put fear into people, you know, point the fingers like a lot of people still do today, with no knowledge of anything. And it's like Lilith. People going about Lilith. Oh, Lilith was evil. Lilith's the dark. I wouldn't say dark side. Everybody has a dark side, a dark and a light. No one's an angel. You know, you've fought things, done things. I'm not saying big things like they've done. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Lilith, if you've ever seen Sabrina the Witch, the newest one, she was the one, High Cat Weasel underground, could say in hell. But she was fearful. She was the one who, you know, if I don't do this, I'm in lack. Fearing all the time. It's that side of you that fears. That's what Lilith is. You know, people have got to understand there's dark and light and everything, and not everybody, you know, everybody's been in the dark side, been on the dark side. It's like bloody Star Wars, isn't it? You want to come to the dark side, but hopefully you learn and you start learning about yourself, and you learn to come to the light and start being what you want to see in the world. This is what it's all about. I mean, I don't know why it's so difficult. Well, I do, because a lot of people have been brainwashed. So today was it's Thursday, and I believe that's Jupiter. If you know about, you know, what planets. I was going to look it up because I always forget which is Thursday. I always remember Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Moon Day. I always remember that, but I'm sure it's Jupiter today. I'm just looking, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's Jupiter. Yeah, it is Jupiter. It's about growth and opportunity. Your growth and opportunity, not other people, your growth and opportunity. It's about the world around us and us in the world. This is what all this is about. So, yeah. And funny enough, today with Jupiter energy, and you have dark sides of all the celestial beings as well. They're just like us. Good fortune, blessings, enthusiasm. I felt very like a good energy day today. Zest for life. I did feel very excited today. Opportunities, abundance, horizons, possibilities. Confidence, adventure, ethics, and morals. And because we're in Pisces still, it says Pisces, which I am. This suggests the great escape to blissful, far-off places, an ideal getaway, perhaps, or daily spiritual practice. I still need to bring in more of my spiritual practice because mine goes up in the air just with life, like it probably does with a lot of other people. But I find it hard to be in the world. I do really find it difficult with the mundane world. Always have done, of what is all that about. But I don't judge myself. I don't worry about if I haven't done something, or I didn't do that today that I should have done in the house, or the blah blah blah, blah, because I'm not really from, never have been. I'm a fish. I'm a Pisces. I'm mutable. I change all the time. Pisces are known for not being in the world, if you get what I'm saying, easily distracted in a good way with the unseen, other worldly things, if you get what I'm saying. We got 19 and 19 in the house there. Brilliant. 10, no, beginning. Oh yeah, so the full moon that's coming in tomorrow. Hi Mandy. I don't know why we've got new faces, I don't know. The full moon that's coming in tomorrow, I believe, is a worm moon. Now when you think of worms, I think it's associated, they can say, you know, there's lots of meanings with the worm moon, but if you think about it, I think they say as well to do with the earthworms, which is beautiful because they're turning over the soil. Why? Because springtime's coming. Please send healing energy. I'm way for... Right, Mr. B714, I'm going to do the heart chakra bowl in a minute when I've done my card. So if we just sit here now a minute and we send some loving energy out to Mr. B714. Everybody, if we send some hearts in chat and send that intention, but send hearts so Mr. B714 can see, just for a visual, and we'll send Mr. B, I'll call you Mr. B, some energy. If everyone does that in chat, I can feel some energy now. Hi Robert. We've got Lois showing the hearts. Lois showing the hearts. Show some hearts for a visual, people. Get them hearts going. Oh, angels sending some hearts. Indigo sending hearts. Oh, we've got Lord Frybread. I love that name. It's hilarious. Not seen you for a while. I love it when people come in that I haven't seen for a while. Send some hearts, people. I know some of you might be doing things while you're listening, but yes, we're sending, and I'll do some heart chakra, Mr. B, at the end of this. So when I do it, breathe in deeply when I do it. 21 and 21 there. So, yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, the earthworms. Mandy's sending some love and Vicky's sending some love. You're getting all the hearts there. So that should help. And thank you for everyone joining in, even if you put some hearts up, because I'll get distracted myself. So anyway, yeah, so we think the earthworms turning over the earth. Things are getting turned over. And if you think about earthworms turning it over, you know, things are being seen. But also it's springtime. It's another chance for you again with the moon tomorrow to spring clean, which I'll be doing again. Spring clean your house, spring clean your thoughts, getting all that new beautiful energy that you want to cut. Well, it's not wanting to come in, it is coming in with springtime, clearing up so all the new beautiful energy can come in. Like I said, I hate mundane stuff, but I will be doing it. I'll be putting my intentions out tomorrow. You could keep an intention book. You could keep a book for the full moon. I'll maybe talk about that again. Yeah, thank you, Healing Hearts. So remember, all this beautiful new energy is coming in. You've got to concentrate on this beautiful new energy coming in with the worm moon tomorrow on the 18th. 18, number 9 divine. And focus on that. You know, you might want a journal. I've just bought myself a new organiser and then realised I didn't have the cover for it because I need to be a bit more organised. You're welcome. Pisces are shit at being organised. I am, always have been. It's one of them things, but I do need to get organised in my physical realm. I'm all right in my spiritual realm. I'm all right in my spirit realm where I do go a lot of times off in my imagination and stuff. But the other one, yeah, I'm always saying it, but yeah, but I'm going to try. Work in the garden. Yes, work in the garden and grow your own food because it's getting to that time now and the weather's getting better and I'll be planting flowers and seeds again. My strawberries will be coming up a bit bigger this year, so I'm looking forward to that because they perfume it and they taste so sweet. So anyway, let's get into some cards before I go because I'm not going to be on long. I haven't had my tea yet and I've got some other stuff to clear up. So you're welcome, Mr. B. So I might as well do Moonology Oracle. The cards are so evil. Think of the tarot as the journey that we all go through, you know, through life, because basically that's what it's about. And I will be talking on this again because I've got a big chat coming on being a space cadet and you'll know what I mean. So let's see what the moon cards have to say for us, seeing as it's a full moon tomorrow. My adult button is busted. Sorry, not sorry. Oh. Yeah, beautiful. This is a new moon in Virgo. It's not a new moon in Virgo, but this is just a message that's coming through. A time to give rather than take. A lot of people take. It's time to give. There'll be a lot of giving in the very near future because a lot out there in that realm out there, you know, all the stuff that's going on out there, they've took off us, humanity, for a very long time. They're about to give back whether they like it or not. And it's coming. Loads of stuff. Free energy. It's always been there. 17 in chat validation. Unways imaginable, I think. But be giving. There'll be a lot of giving. There'll be a lot of forgiving as well, let's say. So we've got that. And then I'm going to do... I haven't done these cards for a while. So even myself at home, because I don't come in here and do them all the time. Earth magic. We're going to ask Earth what the energy is about, what she wants to tell us. So, oh, I've got a fairy. Oh, no, is that a fairy? Earth magic. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. So, let's see. There we go. Innocence. Well, A lot was taken from the innocence, and it says childhood. Now, isn't that brilliant? Because what I was talking about before about the children, it's always been about the children. A lot was taken from the children's childhood. Could have been your childhood, many different childhoods. My childhood was quite a good childhood. That's probably something I'll bring up in the future. I've talked about before, because a lot of people think that you're only spiritual or a starseed if you've had a really bad upbringing or you had this happening. No, it doesn't mean that at all. But I would say this is more on the, we'll be getting justice for what's happened and took the innocence away from so many children around the world, with all the stuff that they cause. Can't stop the awakening what's happening. I can't stop what's coming. So it's brilliant, really, what's happening, because this shit will not be carrying on, as it always has done. Right, the cards fell out, so we've got the Lotus Flower, which is the unfoldment, which I've just said with the earthworms. The unfoldment's like a flower unfolding, things are coming out, things are being seen. The unfoldment of the truth is coming out, whether people like it or not, you're seeing it daily. Also the unfoldment of you to grow and evolve and turn into a beautiful flower, for the light. The unfoldment of your journey. It should be unfolding more to you. Mine's unfolding more to me. And that's not for me to share everything on here with everybody. I just share snippets because that's for me to know. It's not for anyone else to find out. You've got to do your own. One more. Lilies grow through the mud. Yeah. And in the water. Oh, one's fell. Oh, no, two's fell out. So we've got communication. There's a massive thing going on with communication right now. There's a lot of people who can't communicate well. That's where things get crossed. The communication with, I love that, the Indian and the eagle. It's a bit like the prophecy of is it the condor and the eagle? The communications with media. You will start seeing things trickling through media, but their communications have been rubbish. We all know this is a war on consciousness. It's a war of information, because the information that's been given out is not the whole truth. That's why they call it the war of information, because they've not been giving you the correct information. They've not been giving you the full information, but that info is coming. Oh, yes. And then the last one is synergy. Everything, I can never say this word. Everything's in synergy with each other. It's like I say, the earth is abundant, we are abundant. There's nothing going on with climate change in that sense. You only have to look out there and you can see it's beautiful, she's thriving. But, oh, it's the green man as well. Is there a face there? I'm trying to look. But I'm just trying to get through this a bit quickly. Have a super day. I'm off to work. Oh, bye, Robert. Thanks for coming in. I hope you have a good day. Right, we're going to do a quick secret language of light. I was doing a bit of that in the bath before. So, these are beautiful. It'd be great if we started getting orbs in like we got in a few years ago. It was brilliant. Orbs. Don't know how I had the light last time to get all the orbs in, but still got a 17 there. Beautiful. Don't know if I change this light, if I'd be able to get... Don't know. It was a bit bright, actually. Yeah, my big pink bow, yeah. I've been wearing it at work today. Very girly, but I am very girly. I like it. Reminds me of being a little girl. It's feminine. And it's pink. Ooh. Soul Tree 21. Soul Tree. Look at how beautiful that is. I mean, doesn't it just suggest something's going on there? The enlightenment, Soul Tree, all the souls coming together to unite. Doesn't matter who's, wrong or right at the end of the day. This truth is coming. And it has to be. We can't control everything. This has to be. That's why you don't have to worry too much about it. People, this, that and the bit. It's coming. It's a coming, whether you like it or not. People will see. So you don't need to keep infighting with people and stuff like that. Is what it is. We've got 3, not 3. There is only light, of course. There is only light. There is only light. Ooh. Some of the bad things look bad sometimes, but sometimes the bad things are good things because they make you wake up to certain things that you need to wake up to make a change in your life. So, you know, and we've got another one with earth, grounding, number 6. We all need to ground. 17 still in the chat, and it went to 18. Grounding. Get out in nature, get your feet on the earth, ground yourself. Don't be too, it doesn't just mean go out in nature. Grounding also means get real sometimes, like I said, be wise. Ground yourself as in don't be too off with certain stuff ages ago. There's a lot of crap out there that confuses people. And if you're just going to go off all in the woo-woo totally all the time, you're never going to be grounded in earth. You know, it's about getting your emotions in check. If you can't get your emotions in check, you can't be somebody that goes out in the world. And we are people that go out in the world to communicate, because your emotions are skew with. You know, you can't function properly in the world. This is why they mess with people's emotions. So people are fucked in the head, sorry for swearing, and they sat on the other, and they don't know, they think there's something wrong, they don't know how to be in the world. So sometimes they don't want to go out in the world. And it's not really, it's just because it's a few things that have messed people up, or sometimes it's because they're thinking certain things that they know to be real, but as we know, the side that put the illusion out will make out there's something wrong with people when there isn't. There's quite a few different sides to it. But you do, the one biggest thing that will help you is to get your emotions in check. I know it's all right sometimes if you're having a bad day. Someone had a bad day at work today, and they probably won't mind me saying, they don't watch me or anything, I'm not going to say any names or anything, and she does say she has suffered from depression, and she has had things to help her to keep her mind calmer. And she said today she was crying at work and she was blowing her nose, and I said, are you all right? Because I'd said to her, I just heard a noise outside, I think we've got an ice cream van near the factory. And then she started crying, and I was like, what are you crying for? Ice cream van? She was like, no, I've just realised I didn't take my thing today and I feel a bit like overwhelmed. And she started crying, so I gave her a hug. I went, oh, are you all right? But then we started laughing because I said, bloody hell, I thought you were crying because I said there was an ice cream van outside and like you didn't like ice cream or something. Then she started laughing and she went, no, I just realised I didn't do this and this that I would normally do in the morning. That stops me from feeling like this. And I went, well, that's good because you've realised what the thing was, why you're upset and what you didn't do, and that's okay. And then she was all right after. So it's realising, it's reflecting and stuff like that. You know, it's okay not to be okay. And she carried on then, she just carried on. Right, we're going to do the heart and soul. Yeah, I don't think that made any difference, did it? The lighting to just, don't know what sort of lighting I used to have on last time. Right, so I haven't done these cards for a bit, and they're the heart-shaped ones, so they're a bit hard to sort of shuffle. What message do we need to hear? Oh, they're really hard to shuffle. They're a bit awkward. Ooh. Right, three cards have come out. Oh no, we've got loads. Right. Let me put them back in the deck. I always say when lots come out and I only want really one or a couple is because these cards haven't been shuffled for ages. It's like the energy's going, oh, we're all jumping out at the same time. It's like, I don't need all them. I'll be here all night. Hi, Rebecca Hunt. Right, this one popped up. It's got all the hearts on it, all the roses, and it says on the back, sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Well, and your true purpose is hidden from you sometimes. Sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment. Holy shit, you know what I mean? But it will soon. All is about to change. A blessing is on its way. And many more will follow, because when they wake up, you see, they'll start, I don't mean following, but they'll be with us, you know, because they'll see the truth. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. Well, what a bloody absolutely gorgeous card to come out when we're talking about change, springtime, the light that's being shown on the dark, the truth that's coming, and many more people will follow, because when they see the truth, I know people say, oh, don't take sides and all that. Well, there is the light, you know what I mean? There's the light side. It's like truth is truth at the end of the day, no matter how painful it is. Truth is truth. Whether the shit's being brought up and nobody likes it, truth is truth. You've got to see the truth within yourself. You've got to see the truth with the world around us. So we change the world. We can't change the world of the shit that's going on. Like that person I said was screaming out, which there's worse things than that as well. But that's all in with it. Without seeing the shit, you won't know there's any shit there if you're not seeing it, because it's all been swept under that carpet. So one more time, I'm going to read that out again because it's such a beautiful card. Sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, you know, out there with all this war and everything. But it will soon. All is about to change. A blessing is on its way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. Rose petals, rose, very high frequency indeed. So that was that. And then for everybody to keep your self-care, you've got to remember self-care through all of this, because it's one of the biggest things you need. 17 in the house again, because it can be energy draining and all sorts. You want to keep your mindset well, mind, body and spirit well. Thank you, Mandy. So these are the self-care, the sacred self-care oracle. We'll get some messages of what can help us. Rose essential oil, yeah, it is. I bought a pure one once. Oh my god, it was about that big, and it was quite dear. It's expensive. Make your own as well, but it was like Bulgarian rose something from Bulgaria. Right. Oh, that's just jumped out. Oh yes. Let you know what that is in a minute. Yes, well, I do my essential oils. You know me. I've had my lavender one on today. I smell that quite a lot. A book of love. I love such. Can't even read. Yes. I'm just trying to get a couple of cards. Ooh, they've just jumped. Oh, we've got this. Yeah, we've got that again. So we've got number 50, a sweet treat. Remember to treat yourself. You can have a sweet treat, or you can have fruit. You know, fruit's a sweet treat. But remember to treat yourself. Maybe you want to do some cooking at weekend, some baking, make some sweet treats and have fun while you're doing it. And play with the senses, and remember to taste things and eat things slowly and enjoy. You're here to experience as well. Maybe there's something you haven't made for ages, a sweet treat that you absolutely love. Maybe you want to make it yourself, or something you haven't had for ages. You are allowed to treat yourself, ladies and men. Then we've got ground yourself. So we're being told again for the second time to ground. Whether that's through going for a walk, meditation, sitting in your garden, putting your feet on the ground, whatever it is, ground yourself. Maybe watch something that's very grounding, something that just makes you laugh, and you know, you're not off in the woo-woo too much. You can't be off in the woo-woo all the time, because you need to be in balance. Too much woo-woo isn't a good thing, and being too much in the mundane isn't a thing. It's balancing both realms out. You could say like Physical Pisces, two realms coming together in the middle, you know, both. Number 7 is burning bowl ritual, which you could do tomorrow on a full moon. Like I said, you could write the intentions of what you want to bring in, your goals and all that, you know, with the new energy that's coming in. If you've got a little bowl, you can do that. You just write things down and then put them into the fire, and then think about it as you're doing it there, your intentions that you're setting for yourself. You know, none of this right, doing a ritual, you're putting hexes on people. No, I don't do that sort of stuff. That's for negative people who do that sort of stuff. Why would you do that? And as my belief, you get things that come back to you in 3 anyway. It's a bit like karma. So you don't do things that you wouldn't have brought back to you, because the universe will bring it back to you. Yeah, so that's it really. It's just saying, you know, people out there, wise up. Don't get paranoid about everything. When you first come into the awakening, because there are a lot of people who do, they start getting paranoid about numbers. They start getting paranoid about colours. They start getting paranoid about people wearing black in case it's the men in black. This and the other, blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh my God, calm down and realise it's not everybody. And just because somebody's... I remember once, I've got a couple of owls. Trying to see if there's one here. Ornaments. One was my nana's when she was younger, the little one, and he always liked it as a kid. You know, when someone came in, oh, you know, she's got an owl, she must be an elite or something, you know, one of these. It's like, no, it's just an ornament. An owl to me means wise, and it's nothing to do with Moloch or whatever they use, you know. I know all about that. Or, oh, you might have a triangle in the background, she must be from the Illuminati. It's like, they use all the symbols, you know, like people get really carried away. Ooh, there's one eye. There's one eye here as well, but you know, they use and steal all the symbols to their advantage. Doesn't mean they're evil. It's just that they know the knowledge as well. You know, the checkerboard, dark and light, they know the knowledge as well, but they use it against us. But they're the 1% where the 99, and the 99 have awoken, so that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, look at it, laugh at it, and keep on trucking. Exactly, Angel A. Keep on trucking. I mean, I laughed at it, but I just think, you know, at the same time, it's not laughable, because a lot of people will go through that when they wake up. They start researching. It's like, oh my God, oh my God. Oh. I did it a while back, a few years back, where you just think, oh my God. And then I had to laugh at myself, because I thought, fucking hell, it's not everything. You know, if you learn about those symbols, you learn that they're not actually evil. It's just they're used for different... It's for harnessing energy, and they do it totally different to how someone with good intentions and love would do it. Just like Nikola Tesla's energy, they used it. It's being used against them now, though. Didn't see that coming, did they? So, yeah, the pineal gland, exactly. Yeah, so I'm going to go. My next chat will be on being a space cadet. I am taking the piss there, but yeah, being a space cadet, because I am a Pisces space cadet. And I'm not really going to tell you what it is, because I've noticed stuff goes on when you put stuff out there saying what it is. So I'm just going to leave that for a chat next time. I'm so glad I've tuned in tonight, Janine. You're always explaining, makes sense of stuff, just what I needed. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Have you commented before? I don't know. I just say how I understand things, and hopefully there's people that understand, because, you know, some people out there think they're highly intelligent, and they'd sit there going, oh, la-di-da, and big words, and I'd just be like, I don't get it. So I just do it in the way I get it, and hopefully, you know, I know there's people out there that get it the way I get it, and I'm just trying to explain what I'm seeing in the world and how I'm making sense of what's going on. Like I've said, if people don't resonate, they don't resonate. They don't have to watch anyway. And that's what I was trying to say about this guy who came in shouting and screaming about the child trafficking. It's like, yeah, but you really need to go and do some research on my channel, and you might find out a few things, and two, or stop listening to what other people are saying. But anyway, just before I go, I'm going to do a quick heart chakra. So if you want to sit back, I'm going to try and put this back a little bit. If you want to sit back and just breathe it in, maybe breathe deeply from your tummy 3 times, and just listen to it. You don't have to do anything, just listen to it, and just breathe it in. You don't have to do anything, just listen. I might do some like, if anyone's new and any weird language comes in, I might end up doing light language. I don't know. We'll just see. I was doing it in the bath today. ishka anaura itia nawa, ia nauria natia, arana tia nawana, ia naura ita, uru tia namaya, ina maraya itana, uatania nawa, ea shatawa. Ea shatoa nawa, ea wanaya naya tawa. Light language is just a language, and you just listen to it and see if it moves anything or resonates with you. So just in case you knew and you don't know, it's not evil. Light language is something that doesn't have to be spoken in structured language. It was before, it just, you can feel it. So anyone around the world doesn't have to know, like, what does that mean? You feel it. So just so you know. Not done that one before. It felt quite giddy, but I felt quite giddy with the bowl, so just putting it out there. See, I'm not afraid of doing things, of how I feel. Anyway, birds are going on. So let me know in the comments after. But that was that. The bowl's going away. And I will see you at some point with the chat on being a space cadet, because we're all space cadets, but I will elaborate on that very, very soon. So I'm going to go and get something to eat now. Yeah, Nana's like, yeah, exactly, Angela. No clue what you said, but I liked it anyway, because it's just, you just feel it. Like sometimes it's quite like an elder, you know, like a tribal elder, you know, trying to, I don't know, like blast some energy away. And sometimes it's quite etheric, sometimes it's quite like the last one, elemental, like funny, giddy. That's what was coming through. I could feel it all going woo, like an elemental energy, which I love anyway. The birds, yeah. Thank you. Right, I'm gonna go. I've got to go inside of the mess up I've made here. It's nearly Friday. It's a worm moon tomorrow. Remember, if you've never done an intention on a full moon, it's beautiful, ladies, men. You go out, you sit under the moon if it's, you know, the weather's good. You can get wrapped in a blanket, hot chocolate. You can just think about the intentions under the full moon and think about what you want to put out. You know, we've got these beautiful new energies coming in, beautiful new goals, beautiful new things that you want to bring in for yourself, your realm of consciousness. You know, why we're going through all this. Peaceful, easy feeling, the eagles. Yeah. Thank you. So thanks again for coming in, and I will see you all soon. And I hope Mr. B is feeling a lot better, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Can't get off.